Okay, so this is not going to be a review for Superman. I figured most of you guys have already seen the movie at this point, and you don't need me to tell you whether you should watch the movie or not. What this is a video of me just, I don't know, just share my thoughts on the movie just generally, because I actually had a really hard time trying to figure out how I feel about this movie. And I'll explain a couple things. So I'll just get right to the chase. Did I like the movie? Yes. Did I like a lot about what was going on in this movie? Absolutely. But I did have some moments that were a little underwhelming for me and some moments that I got to get used to. So I'll get into just kind of rambling about that. I had to think long and hard about my thoughts about the movie, but I actually only just saw it yesterday. And actually yesterday I wasn't even feeling too good. Yesterday I was feeling horrible, was fatigued, and I was like a little under the weather. So that kind of affected my experience in the movie, but it still doesn't change anything. So I won't be comparing any other Superman movie really in this video. I'm not gonna be talking about just Zack Snyder's Justice League or Man of Steel or Christopher Reeve or Brandon Routh or Smallville or Tyler Hoechlin and Superman and Lois. I'm not gonna be talking about anything. I'm just gonna be talking simply about David Corenswet in this Superman movie. So first of all, how did I feel about David Corenswet as Superman? I actually really think he was a great Superman, like textbook Superman, in the sense that the Boy Scout that's a leader and he just wants to save everyone, even if it's a little naive in the way that he's trying to accomplish it, or even if he's getting hurt in the process. You know, this guy's getting hurt and he's like, no, I still gotta go save people. I still gotta do this. Textbook Superman, textbook Boy Scout. I think he has all that perfectly. I think the vibe of him, I definitely can see him as the de facto Superman right now going forward. Another positive thing to take from this movie that I really enjoyed, honestly, was Mr. Terrific. I think he literally stole the show. Like almost every scene that he was in, and I was going to use clips from the movie, but Warner Brothers is just annoying and they're probably going to copyright, so pictures will have to suffice. But he was amazing in this film, honestly. I really enjoyed his portrayal of Mr. Terrific, and just that sequence. There's gonna be some little spoilers here, by the way, if you've already seen the movie. But the sequence where he's protecting Lois, and you know he's just using his T-Spears and he's doing his thing. I mean, it was honestly awesome to really see. I enjoyed that so much. Rachel Brosnahan as Lois, perfect. She's exactly what I was expecting to see from this movie. She's what I wanted to see in this movie. Like, I wanted to see her portrayal of Lois, and I was not disappointed at all whatsoever. They did an amazing job casting her, and I think she did an amazing job like embodying Lois. Honestly, textbook Lois in my opinion as well. Loved her look, loved her outfit choices, design, and her acting as well. Just everything about Lois. She just really did a good job embodying the character. And Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, amazing as well. Didn't disappoint. At first, when I saw the initial teaser and trailer for this movie, and I saw that Nicholas Hoult was playing Lex Luthor, I was a little suspicious of it. I didn't know if it was gonna be good. I had my doubts. I definitely had my doubts. And then I saw the movie, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I can see this. He just ate it up. He killed it. And Nicholas Hoult is an amazing actor in almost everything that he's been in. And he's not new to the game. Like, he's been doing these superhero movies for a very long time. So I was very pleased with his performance as Lex and how everything turned out. And honestly, everyone else, I think it did a pretty good job. Like Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. Again, he did a pretty good Guy Gardner representation. The only thing I didn't like about I didn't like how he looked. I've said this since the trailers. I feel like, yes, they were doing his traditional haircut from the comic books, but I felt like they could have done it a lot better. The wig just wasn't fitting on Nathan Fillion's face as well as they thought it would. And I think they're self-aware about it though, because there's even some lines in the movie where they kind of throw shots at the haircut and everything like that. So I think they are very self-aware that the haircut is cringe. So I think that's okay. That's fine. Now, I think that's a lot of the positives, honestly. And there's still some more positives too. I'm still brewing the movie in my head. I feel like I need to see it again. But I want to get into some of the things that I'm trying to get over, or some of the things I'm trying to accept, really. One of the things I didn't really like at first, I would say I appreciated it. And please, guys, do not get upset what I have to say. I'm going to upset somebody anyway. But either way, I'm going to upset two people. I'm either going to upset Snyder Cut fans or just the Snyder cultists, or I'm going to upset the James Gunners. Either way, I'm going to upset somebody with what I'm about to say. But I personally feel like I wasn't prepared to see Superman get beat up for like 90% of the movie. I'll be honest with you. Now, don't get me wrong though. I don't think that was a bad thing. I think that's just something that the audience and myself had to get used to, because this is not it's not like we haven't seen Superman get beat up before. Obviously, if you watch any previous Superman movie, we've seen him get beat up. Like, it's not like he can't get beat up, right? It's just that I felt that reintroducing this character to a new generation of people, but also not taking the audience's intelligence for granted. Like, they know that pretty much everybody knows the general story of Superman. They know the lead up. They understand that, you know, the whole origin story in this, he came from Krypton and like, they don't want to go through and do all the whole origin story thing over and over again. It's been done plenty of times. So I respect the new approach, honestly. And I think it was bold for him to decide to start this movie off by saying, hey, Superman's been in business for a few years. He's never been beaten before until today. And I think that was a very bold approach. I think that myself and a lot of people who just wanted to see Superman just toss people around for a good portion of the movie and then maybe have a weak moment and whatnot, I felt like that maybe might have disappointed a lot of people. And like I said, in the moment, it disappointed me a little bit. By the time the movie finished, I was like, dang, like I wanted more in terms of the action. But when we did get the action sequences, I wasn't disappointed either, really. Like, there were so many really cool moments that were like, okay, they're popping off, he's doing his thing, this is happening, this fight sequence is cool, that fight sequence is cool. But there's a lot of times too, even with the cinematography, I liked it, but some of it I didn't like. Like some of the close-up shots with Superman, I felt like there was too much of that personally. And that's just a personal thing, guys. If you don't like what I gotta say, I'm sorry, but that's just a personal thing. I don't think it took away from the overall movie. I don't think I have to rate the movie badly because of all of that. But as a personal thing, all of the close-up like GoPro type shots that he does, I feel like it was a little too much. I felt like it made the movie feel a little small, and it made a lot of the sequences feel a little small. It was only certain moments where a movie felt big, was like certain sequences that I'm not gonna get into detail with, certain fight sequences that were really cool, and it worked and it did an amazing job, right? But honestly, like I felt like getting used to Superman, like seeing him literally like 80% of the movie, man, 80% of the movie, this guy is just getting beat up, tossed around, left, right, and center, not even at full strength half the movie. And again, it's a bold choice to do that, right? So normally we would see this in a Superman story when we've already seen him do everything he needed to do. And then we get to a point where he needs to start getting a little beat up, right? But this movie, no, they start out with him getting beat up. Very bold approach. So yeah, I do think it's something that we got to get used to or just appreciate, in the sense that this is a new direction that they're going for. And honestly, I respect it. I respect it. I'm not gonna be all mad and rant about it and rage about it, honestly. And again, it's so hard not to compare older movies, and I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I can make another video later on just kind of talking about like some of the things I liked about maybe Man of Steel versus this movie and so on and so on. Maybe that's another video I can do, but again, I'm afraid to do any video concerning the Snyder Cult, because like they just find anything. I don't know, Superman and DC is a very touchy subject. I feel like DC's fandom is killing its own self, to be honest, in my opinion. So just enemies, making enemies of their own selves. So anyways, yeah, those are just kind of my thoughts right now on Superman, how I'm feeling. Like, I feel like I have a lot more to say. I'm still brewing, I'm still thinking about the movie, but if I spend too much time thinking about the movie, I would just never make a video about it. So like I said, this is not really a review, this is just kind of like a general thoughts video. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How are you feeling about the movie? Did you enjoy it? Do you agree with any of the things I had to say? Any of the pros and cons? Also I think the music was a weakness for me too, but I'll admit this, I'm just a Hans Zimmer fanboy. So I just love Hans Zimmer in general. But yeah, I just felt the music was okay. Again, I want to watch the movie again, but we're gonna leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Clockmaster